Hey guys, welcome to tonight's Big Brother Canada chat.
Wow, this is episode 26 already.
It's
we are
crazy.
Getting down to the wire.
We have so much to talk about because it's a double eviction episode. So first vote, Jared and Nikki are up on the block.
You only need 2 votes this week to get rid of Jared, and Cass would be the tiebreaker.
That's right.
So Joel is really stressed out because Jared
He's kind of in the middle right now.
is bombarding him with campaigning.
Yeah. That whole hot tub scene that happened after the UK-Australia party, what we saw was just like the tip of the iceberg of what actually happened.
It's the tip of Jared.
No!
Joel was so stressed out that he asked to be alone. So
Yeah, because Jared was telling him, like, oh, Tim and Cass make fun of you all the time, and you're, like, the butt of all the jokes, blah, blah, blah.
So Nikki and Tim and Cass were freaking out because they were like,
What's
is he
wrong,
lying
Joel?
to us? Is he, like, gonna flip on us? Is he, you know?
Is he okay?
Yeah. Then Cass was like, is it the slop? Is the slop stressing you out?
Yeah.
No, it's just Jared.
Yeah, so then they were asking Phil in the skunk costume, like, do you know anything about this? Like, what's going on? And freaking Phil was like, no, I don't know anything. What?
The bros in that skunk costume were everything. I wish I had pictures of that to, like, hang up and, like, throw darts at.
Yeah.
All right, so Jared...
He's still trying to be like, those people don't care about you. They suck.
They talk
Keep
about you
me.
behind your back. Kelsey goes on the offense with Cass, calls her a liar.
She's trying to throw Cass under the bus in front of Joel, especially.
Right.
Because they need Joel's vote this week.
So Cass says, should have won the veto, bitch.
She told them, I need you to win the veto.
What, you know, it's ridiculous. The whole situation between Jared and Kelsey and the rest of the house is ridiculous.
Well, Jared's like to Cass, you know what? I'm morals. Guess we weren't raised the same way.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, your morals?
He's like, sweetie, you won't be in power next week.
And Cass says, you're not gonna be here next week.
No. All right.
It was amazing.
So they showed the jury house, and it is a jury house gay love fest. Right?
Yeah, Raul and Mitch hanging out.
I will still be the hottest no matter who shows up,
There was plenty of
says Raul.
from Raul. From Raul.
So then Maddie arrived.
And they were like, oh my god.
She brought the bad news of Ramsey
That was sad.
quitting the game.
Yeah, and they're like, whoa, he's not going to be in the jury now. It's only 8 people in the jury. What's going to happen?
Who's
That's an
going to
even
break
number.
the tie? Who will break
it be
the tie?
Canada?
I hope so.
Will they get rid of a vote? I don't know.
Either way. So it's time for Arissa to check in because we got to throw some people in the garbage.
We do.
Right. Or at least the jury house.
Right.
So Nikki goes first. She's like, I'm proud of myself. They told me I don't deserve to be here.
So messed up.
I'm so glad that she brought that up to Canada.
Yeah.
Live.
Also, she's like, it's my birthday. Keep me and maybe we'll get a party.
Yeah.
Didn't they already have a party?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So Jared's like, I'm the best one here. Now, if I get evicted, the second best player will have a chance at the grand prize.
Oh my god! I can't believe this is for real. I
Did you
cannot
ever
believe
see
he said that.
Someone so not self-aware.
I still can't believe he said that.
Oh, right.
I'm still wondering if we heard it wrong,
No, we didn't.
but I feel like that's what he said.
No, I'm pretty sure that's what he said. When Tim voted, he called him the cowardly king.
Yeah, that's
For Jared.
accurate. Even Kelsey voted out Jared. I'm thinking, though, Jared told her to do that because they knew that they were not going to have the votes, and Jared did not want to give Cass the satisfaction
Makes
of
sense.
breaking the tie.
That makes sense. All right, so 3-1, Jared's out.
The brothers were the only ones that voted for Jared to stay.
He walked to the top of the stairs and said, my hair is worth more than all this.
I don't think so.
Really?
All right, so now it's time for
It's not
Jared's
great hair.
interview with Arissa.
He said he thought he was safe.
Arissa's like, hello, you could have won that power veto and this would have all been different.
Is your hair really worth that much? No. Of course it's not stupid.
So then she was asking him about his campaigning with Joel. Where'd you go wrong?
Maybe you did too much.
I don't know. He pretty much admitted that it was a good move for Joel to get rid of Jared.
Alright, so the goodbye messages were way better than he deserved.
Well, yeah, he's on the jury. They're not going to be like, F you, I hate you. Can't do that.
Kelsey's was like, yeah, if I win, we're going on vacation. Yeah, me and the bros.
Me, you, and the brothers.
No, maybe just her and the brothers.
Yeah.
Alright, so Arissa is like, get out of here, you sicken me. Well,
Then she lets everybody else know, guess what? It's a double tonight.
Get your A's to the backyard.
So it's time for the power veto competition.
No, it's time for the HOH.
Sorry, it's time for the HOH competition.
It's a bowling alley, Big Brother Canada bowling alley. You gotta knock down all your pins.
I think there were 5 pins.
This kind of took longer than I thought it would because the ball took so long to come back to you.
Yeah, you couldn't just be like,
Right.
You had to really take the time to set up your shots because you had to wait for that ball to come back for a while.
And that lane was pretty long.
It was.
Yeah, and you had like a little cue ball or something to knock
pretty
down.
tiny.
Yeah, it was pretty tiny. But Nick totally blasted through it. I think he got 1 pin down with each roll that he made.
I think he had a few misses in there, but yeah, he won by a lot.
By a lot. So he won the HOH, and their freaking brothers nominate Tim and Nikki.
It was very quick. Like, they didn't have time to talk. It was just like, who are you nominating?
I think they probably had that planned out anyway.
Well, I mean, they're all like, get rid of the internationals.
So Nikki's like, I would be okay with going.
That's what she said. So then Cass was trying to save face with the brothers a little bit, trying to set herself up to be safe just in case that veto's used. She tells them, if I win the veto, I'm not gonna use it. And she knows she doesn't have a great track record with competitions. So, like, what are the chances she would actually win?
All right, well, it's time for the POV comp, and it's called Name That Speech. You have to let it be known who said what.
Yeah. Arissa read off some quotes from different speeches throughout the season.
There have been a lot of outrageous speeches this season, so they have plenty to
There were a
choose
few.
from. It came down to Tim and Cass,
It did.
and Cassandra actually won.
Oh, snap!
Now you got to put your money where your mouth is. So
Okay.
Tim, during the commercial, said, I don't care if you use it on me.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure that he
Use it.
trusted Cassandra and Joel voting that they would keep him safe again.
Right.
So he was like, you know what? Do what you gotta do. It's all good.
So the bros were totally begging for Cassandra not to use the power of veto.
Yeah, they were like, we didn't put you up on the block. Like, you need to pay us back, blah, 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 blah. So she was just like, don't talk to me with that tone. And I was just like, oh, shit, yeah!
So then she uses it on Tim.
Oh, my God! You know what? It's the brother's fault. Like, why would you put up Tim, your target, and not his closest ally, Cassandra?
Right.
You're begging for him to be saved by his closest ally.
So then the bros, for some weird
my God.
reason, tried to nominate themselves.
No, Nick just stands up and he's like, we want to nominate ourselves. We want to leave this game with integrity. It's like somebody freaking took their toy, or no, they were losing in Monopoly, and then they just decided to like flip over the
Did a
board.
table flip?
They're just like, ugh.
Yeah.
Really?
Arissa's like, you can't do that.
No,
idiots.
she didn't say you can't. She was like, are you sure you want to do that? I don't think you're allowed to, but maybe.
I don't think you can.
I don't know.
So then
It was ridiculous though, because then they were like, you know what, we need a minute to talk about this. So they're going back and forth, those two brothers.
Yeah.
They're like, should we do it? We should do it. And Kelsey's like, brothers, don't do this. Stop. You've worked so hard to get here.
they were like, just put him up and get rid of her like we planned. We planned this.
Stick to the plan.
Yeah, exactly. What the hell?
So they ended up nominating Joel as the replacement. And then, let's go, speeches.
Nikki's like, oh, do whatever, F it. And Joel was like, vote to keep me. I want to stay.
Yeah.
I'm loyal. Vote for me.
Well,
Don't
it's time
vote
to
for me.
vote. And by a vote of 3-0, Nikki was evicted on her birthday.
She was
It's so
pissed.
sad. She was pissed. I think she was expecting a vote from Tim.
Yeah, she didn't hug anybody on the way out. She got to the top of the stairs and she said, Joel's the winner.
Joe, you're the winner.
I will scream the loudest.
I don't think Joel
Shout
wanted
the
anyone to
loudest.
say that out loud. It's not good for his image. But anyway, Nikki went out to greet her fans.
The crowd lost their shit when she came out because
Yeah.
she's a legend. She
Yes.
really is.
Yeah.
And the brothers are lame. That's what she said. She's correct.
Uh-huh.
And Joel deserves to win. We'll see.
We'll see.
So
It was a crazy episode.
It was a crazy
Imagine if they
episode.
had let the brothers nominate themselves.
I wish.
That would have been hilarious.
That would have been hilarious. They would have gone home.
Yeah.
Bye.
They were
Felicia.
basically like, oh, we didn't get what we wanted. Like, we're over it.
Wow, I
So
can't believe they
lame.
would have quit so easily.
So lame.
Who do you want to see win the new HOH? Oh
Let us know
no,
in the
I think
comments.
we already know.
Let
but
us know.
If you want to know before the next recap or chat,
Check out the spoilers.
and support us on Patreon if you'd like. So till next time,
Much
much love.
Edit.